Welcome to KP classes. So this is a video regarding Combined Geo-scientist examination 23 solution. So we'll be solving the paper 2 geology hydrogeology question paper. Altogether 120 questions are there, or total 300 marks. So let's begin the video. So first question is, which one of the following is groups exhibits peristerite, bogled, hotellocher, lamellar intergrowth? Answer is plagioclase. It is associated with the albeit labradorite anorthite series. Then forsterite pyrite series of olivine group of mineral is an example of solid solution. So these are actually very easy questions, very direct easy question. So the next question is, which one of the following pair of mineral is not an example of polymorphism? Calcite aragonite, tridymite crystallobolite, pyrite marcasite. All these exhibit polymorphism. Calcite aragonite is calcium carbonate minerals. Tridymite crystallobolite is silica SiO2. Pyrite marcasite is FeS2. Whereas adentite and enstatite are not polymorphism, not an example of polymorphism. So the answer is adentite and enstatite. So let's go to the next question. Some of the specimens of plagioclase show spectacular color ranging from blue, green, yellow, or red. This iridescence is called. Answer is labradescens. So labradescens is the answer. Which is associated. This is also associated with plagioclase. The peristerite, bogled, hotellocher, lamellar intergrowth. So from the same section itself, they asked two questions. So among the specimens, plagioclases, which shows spectacular colors ranging from blue to green or yellow and red, is iridescence is labradorcens. Then granitic rock containing higher Al2O3 and having mica, garnet, cordierite plus normative corundum, termed as S-type granitoid. So this is also a very direct question. We know the answer is S-type, which consists of the aluminum oxide rich minerals, garnet, cordierite, mica. All aluminum oxide rich minerals are present in the S-type granitoid. Let's go to the next one. So this is the next question. Which one of the following magma types represent a high liquidus temperature greater than 1650 degrees Celsius and is mostly restricted to Archean time? Answer is cometite. So these are actually kind of, we can say, easy questions. Cometite usually form at a high liquidus temperature, represent a high liquidus temperature, and it is restricted to the Archean type because of its ultramafic composition and the source. Now, when one of the following types is which one of the following types is basalt types is generated in within plate setting aided by mantle plume activity? Answer is continental flood basalt. Here it is associated with, it defines the one that is associated with hotspots. So continental flood basalts are the formed by mantle plume activity. Their source are hotspots, and we get them within the plate setting. One of the example of continental flood basalt is Deccan volcanics. So this is also an easy question. Then another easy direct question. Melanosome is a term associated with which one of the following metamorphic rock? Migmatite. Migmatite has different melanosome, leucosome, different layers are there. So that was also an easy question. Pseudotachelite is commonly formed due to frictional heating. Pseudotachelite is associated with faulting. In the brittle region, because of frictional heating, the friction between two faulting blocks, is what causes formation of pseudotachelite. So it is formed due to frictional heating. So this was also a direct easy question. Next one, which one of the following represent metamorphism of a local extent? Burial metamorphism, ocean floor metamorphism, and subduction metamorphism are regional metamorphism, whereas impact metamorphism is a local metamorphism, which is mainly because of a sudden shock of sudden application of high pressure, for example, a meteorite impact. So that is the impact metamorphism. Perfectly developed foliation independent of bedding, resulting from parallel arrangement of very fine-grained phyllosilicate in metamorphic rock, is called as slaty cleavage. So here they have mentioned it is very fine-grained, so it's not visible by unaided eyes. Phyllosilicates are there. So that is answer is slaty cleavage other than anyone. It is a foliation independent of bedding, resulting from the parallel arrangement of very fine-grained phyllosilicates. So the answer is slaty cleavage. Let's go to the next one. Snowball garnet texture is an example of which one of the following type of matrix porphyroblast relations? Very easy, direct question. Syntectonic texture. Syntectonic relationship means both the porphyroblast is formed during the time of formation, during the metamorphic process. So that is syntectonic type. Then the next one is consider the following statement. First statement, metamorphic fabrics commonly reflect alignment of some or all of the constituent mineral grains in particular orientation. Preferred orientation may develop as a result of mechanical rotation of originally asymmetrical grains into new orientation. So both the statements are correct. Metamorphic fabric commonly reflect the alignment of some or all constituent minerals in a particular orientation, the direction of stress applied. Preferred orientation may develop as a result of mechanical rotation of original asymmetrical grains into the new orientation. So both the statements are correct. Hence the right option will be option B. So this in only this 13 number question was a bit more not easy. We can say that's a medium level question where you have to read the statements 2 times to get the answer. Now, texture in which porphyroblast shows small folds inclusions within it is called. Let me share the here. So this was also a easy question, very easy direct question. Answer is helicitic texture. This is a metamorphic texture. Granoblastic polygonal is a texture commonly present in, this is also very direct question, quartzite. All these are not does not have granoblastic polygonal texture. These are all foliations, lineations of present in schist, phyllite and slates. So the granoblastic texture is associated with quartzite. So this is also a direct easy question. So if next one, what degree of freedom can be ascribed to a zone if P and T considered as only intensive variables? Same easy question. Answer is 2. They have defined it as a zone when pressure and temperature are considered to only intensive variable. Then obviously it should be the degree of freedom value should be 2. Then the next one is reaction muscovite plus quartz is equal to sillimanite plus potassium feldspar plus water at a fixed pressure, partial water pressure can be termed as, this is the set of options: decarbonation reaction, continuous reaction, discontinuous reaction, and solid-solid reaction. Answer is continuous reaction. So this is also a direct question coming from metamorphic reactions. Then the next one is bluish facies rock. Which one of the following minerals show blue color prominently? So in the bluish facies rock, it is glaucophyrin. Very easy, very direct question. Next one, in an eclogate facies, metamorphic rock with basic igneous protolith will display characteristic assemblage. So they have said the protolith is basic igneous. Now, look at the options. It is hornblende, plagioclase, epidote garnet, orthopyroxene, clinopyroxene, plagioclase, hornblende, garnet, olivine, omphacite, garnet without plagioclase. So here, sorry, the option is written wrong. Omphacite, garnet without plagioclase, glaucophyrin, albite, plus or minus lawsonite. So here the option should be C, because whatever we know that there will not be plagioclase in the eclogite species. So, and it is the basic igneous protolith. So with this, the option should be C. This is also actually a direct question from the textbook. Now, the next question is, which one of the following statement regarding mica is correct? So, the three statements are provided about mica. First statement states that micas are silicates with a layered crystal structure in which sheets M, OH, OH octahedra are sandwiched. So in the M side, O and OH is located and are sandwiched between two inward pointing sheets of linked T or tetrahedra, which is, as we know, it is wrong. So from the statement is wrong. Then the next one, in Muscovite, 2 out of 3 S1 2 out of 3 sites are, this is sites actually, sites are occupied mainly by aluminium and biotites. All octahedral sites are mainly occupied by iron and magnesium, which is actually a correct statement. In Muscovite, 2 out of 3 octahedral sites are occupied mainly by aluminium. And in biotite, all octahedral sites are mainly occupied by iron and magnesium. Then the third statement, muscovite differs from phlogopite and biotite in having its optical axis, optical axial plane perpendicular to 0, 1, 0, and usually has a higher 2V than phlogopite and biotite, which is correct. So option 2 and 3 are correct options. Option 1 is a wrong option. So C is the right option from for the question number 20. So this is actually we can say this is from mineralogy section. So the next one, this is also from the same mineralogy. Here in the previous question, it was about mica structure. Here they are defining it about amphiboles. So first statement was the number of amphibole group of minerals occur in wide range of PT environments and are the common constituents of igneous and metamorphic rocks. Option is correct. Sorry. Then the essential feature of structures of all amphiboles is the presence of silica aluminum oxide tetrahedra linked to forms chains having composition SiAl for all 11. This is wrong. We know they are hydroxides. So this is a wrong statement. Basal section of amphibole shows two sets of cleavage with cleavage angle. Wrong. Cleavage angle is 56 degree and 124 degree. So the options, the statements 2 and 3 are wrong. So they are asking for correct option, and correct option is only 1. Correct statement is only 1. So this is also a direct, we can say this is a direct question only. If you know about the structure of amphiboles mineral, then this will be an easy section. Then the next one, consider the following statement regarding the association between magma series and plate tectonic settings. Tholeiitic magma are produced only at divergent plate boundaries. Calcaline magmas are produced only at convergent plate boundaries. Alkaline magmas are produced at convergent and within plate settings. Tholeiitic magmas are produced at divergent, convergent, and within plate settings. Which one of the following is the above are correct? So we know this is wrong about the tholeiitic magma. Option 4 is correct. It is produced at divergent, convergent, and within the plate setting. And calcaline magmas are produced at convergent plate margin. Alkaline magmas are produced at convergent plate and within plate setting. So the options, statements 2, 3, and 4 are correct. So the option will be C, where all the 2, 3, 4 are correct and 1 is wrong. So this is actually if you read 1 or 4, this is the only options. Like if 1 is correct, 4 should be wrong. So you can apply your common sense and go for the answer. This is also an easy question, direct question. Then the next one is ultramafic volcanic rock with spinifex texture is comatite. This is olivine related with, like, it's very easy spinifex texture. Then the next one is concordant lens shaped convex upward igneous intrusion is known as laccolith. Very easy question. Both of them are very easy questions. Direct easy questions. Then next question. The texture in a basaltic rock where angular interstices between plagioclase grains are occupied by pyroxene is called as intergranular texture. So here, uh, this is also direct question. Interstices, angular interstices between plagioclase grains are occupied by pyroxene. So answer is intergranular. So read the questions properly, then you will read the question properly, understand the question, you will get the answer. Next one is volcanic debris when mixes with sufficient water produces mud flow is known as lahar. Very in direct question, we know that like when the volcanic particles, the tough sediments, pyroclast, like those mix with water and they form a landslide or debris flow when that mud flow forms, that is called as lahar. So D is the option for question number 25. B is the right option for question number 26. Let's go to the next question. Question number 27. In the diopside albite anorthite ternary system, the curve along which both diopside and plagioclase can coexist is cortectic curve. This is also a very direct question and it is from the ternary system of igneous petrology. And in the ternary system, this is one of the basics of ternary part for diopside albite anorthite ternary system. Very easy. Now, in many dikes, phenocrust faces get concentrated towards center of the dikes away from the wall due to fault segregation. So that's the due to the flow of magma, the phenocrust will, because of flow segregation, phenocrust will be concentrated towards the center of the dike. So that is flow segregation. Now the next one is which one among the following basalt type is depleted in the light rare earth elements? Continental thulitic basalt, alkali olivine basalt, high potassium island earth basalt, normal medoceanic rich basalt. NMORB is the answer. So it is about the light rare earth elements. So we know you should know about the compactable incompactability of rare earth elements. They are incompactable elements. So they are depleted in the NMORB. So because which among the following basalt type is depleted in light rare earth elements because they are incompactable. Then the next one is which one of the following pairs of four element is formed during the phenitization of carbonatite? Answer is agerine and orthoclase. So phenitization process, that it is actually a direct question. If you know what is phenitization, that is a metasomatic reaction when contact metamorphism happen in carbonatite when the solution fluids, chemically active fluid interact with carbonatite, it causes the addition of sodium and potassium cations into the rock, into the country rock, causes formation of sodium rich pyroxene agerine and the alkali feldspar, that is the orthoclase. So phenitization is actually alkali metasomatism. That's the alkali metasomatism's another name is phenitization. So if you know what is phenitization, actually the options are very clear. The one is which one is sodium pyroxene, which one is feldspar, potassium feldspar. If you know that, the answer will be correct. So whoever knows what is the phenitization, then the option will be correct. Like you will get the answer. So phenitization is alkali metasomatism. Okay, now next question. Which one of the following linear deformation structures restricted to the interface between a competent rock and an incompetent rock? So the answer is mullion. So mullion is a structure which is associated with whenever there is variation in the density of two different layers, if quartzite and phyllite are present. So because of competent and incompetent layers are there, then the deformation structure will always will be the mullion is the deformation structure we get. So these are mainly associated with quartzite, phyllite kind of competent incompetent layer. interface. Next one is faults that arches sideway is termed as, they are neutral faults. Very easy. They are sideways, anticline, syncline, antiform. Anticline and syncline is based on the Younging to Younging direction. Antiform is based on the closure direction. Neutral fold is also closure direction when it closes sideways. So this is also very easy question. Then the next one is consider the following regarding fold. The terms ramps and flats are used for steep and sub-horizontal portion of any fault. Sinistral sense. So this is to which one of the following statement given are not correct. Okay. So here first one, terms ramp and flats are used for steep and sub-horizontal portion of float. This is not. This is actually correct statement. Then sinistral sense strike fault are called as lateral fault. This is not correct. Then the two separate formal faults are dipping towards each other create down-thrown block known as graben. This is correct statement. Then a fault that steepens downward is called as listric fault. No, this is wrong. Actually, listric fault means fault that gentle, it will be down towards the downward direction, it will become more and more gentle. That is what is listric fault is. So this is also not correct. So options 2 and 4 are not correct. Hence the right option will be statement 2 and 4 are not correct. Sinistral is dextral sense strikesly faults are actually right lateral faults. This one is listric faults means the one that becoming more and more gentle down towards the downward direction. Okay, so the option B will be the correct answer. Now the next question. Difference between maximum and minimum principal stress is differential stress. Very direct question. Which one of the following statement regarding fracture is not correct? Increasing the confining pressure makes it necessary to increase the differential stress in order to fracture a rock. It is a correct statement. Fracture initiation requires a differential stress that exceeds the strength of the rock. It's correct. In the brittle regime, deformation rock accumulates only elastic strain before it's fracture at a certain critical level. That's also correct statement. Compressive strength of the rock is always less than no. Compressive strength of the rock is always greater than the tensile stress. So this is the not correct option. Okay, so the answer is D. Compressive strength of rock is always greater than that of tensile strength. Chalo, next is joint surfaces that display a regular pattern of subtle ridges, grooves diverging from a point of central axis is known as feather structure. Next question. Which one of the following sets of combinations you should expect to find while carrying out fieldwork in fault or shear zone? So fault zone, we get striation, scan, baked contact news. The fault will be there in striations, but scan is metasomatic. Pseudo, tachyllite, gauche, myelonite. Yes, we get all these features are associated with fault or shear zone. So grooves, these are sedimentary, scan again. Scan is metasomatic, groove is sedimentary. So the answer is pseudo-tachyllite, gauche, and myelonite is the answer. This is also very direct questions. Next question. In which of the following statement Ross diagrams are correct? So statement regarding Ross diagram is correct. So we should go for the correct options. First one, intervals of azimuths are plotted as pie-shaped segments of circle in their true orientation, which is a correct statement. The length of the radius of the circle is not, no, it is proportional to the frequency of measurement having that orientation. So this is a wrong statement. Ross diagrams are usually displayed features as direction of sediments transport and strike of vertical joint. Third option is also correct. Ross diagrams are histograms for which orientation axis is transferred into a circle to give true angular plot. That's also a correct statement. It is a histogram. So the option is 1, 3, and 4 are the correct answers. Okay, so this is the correct option. Next, let's go to the next question. Which one among the following pair is correctly matched? Monoclinic system, sorry. Yeah. So this is easy. Tetragonal system. This is the correct match one. All others are wrong. Now, mineral pyrite FeS2, which belongs to which one of the following isometric system? Diploid class. Very easy, direct question from crystallography. Now, the next one, a crystal faces an intercept of 6A, 4B, and 1 infinite C. The appropriate Miller indices, so 6, 4, and infinity. So 1 by 6, 1 by 4, and 1 by infinity becomes 0. So if I take the LCM, it becomes 2, 3, and 0. So 2, 3, 0 is the answer. Option A will be the answer. Then tetrahedra repeat distance in pyroxenoid chain is 7.3 Armstrong. 7.3 Armstrong is the right answer. Next question. Lizardite, Mg3, Si2, O5, and OH4 belongs to which one of the following mineral group? It is actually a serpentinite. Acromite belongs to which one of the following silicate group? It is a sorosilicate. Okay, so these are actually mineralogy. You should know much detail like about each mineral group and all the minerals present in the mineral group. That's mandatory. So, okay, let's go for the next set of question. Excuse me. Okay. So the main difference between gradualism and catatropism is based on which one of the geomorphic attribute, which one of the following which one of the following, based on which one of the following geomorphic attribute? Answer is geomorphic rate. So based on geomorphic rate, difference between gradualism and catatropism is defined. Now, which one of the following process played most dominant role during evolutionary stages of atmosphere in defining present day oxygen concentration in atmosphere? Very easy, it is photosynthesis. So there is no other different answer. You don't even need to read the option. This is a right direct question. Next one, zone, the zone marking the end of decrease in temperature with increase in the altitude. Okay, so here we know that heliopause is not related to Earth one. It is a zone around the sun, so it does not have any relationship over here. Now, mesopause, tropopause, and stratopause. In tropopause and mesopause are zones in which from the Earth's surface in the troposphere, with increase in the altitude, temperature decreases. Then it becomes, when it comes to tropopause, this diminishes, and by the beginning of stratosphere, with altitude, temperature increases. Then stratopause, this one diminishes and it becomes mesosphere. Again, with increase in the altitude, temperature decreases. So in both mesopause and tropopause, with increase in the altitude, temperature decreases. But if you see in mesopause, it is the last zone where this completely ends, right? This decrease in the temperature with increase in altitude completely ends. That particular feature or that particular process completely end at mesopause. So I guess the answer is mesopause. Both tropopause and in both mesopause and tropopause, this particular scenario is happening, a decrease in temperature with increase in the altitude. But though they have mentioned marking the end of decrease in temperature with increase in the altitude, answer would be mesopause. Next one, match list 1 with list 2. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So this is the match the following over here. So laccolith, faccolith, lopolith, and stocks. So this is actually a very easy question. Answer is option D. Laccoliths are sills that have thickened to produce domes. Faccoliths are lens-shaped masses associated with folds. Lopoliths are vast saucer-shaped layered intrusions of basic rock. Stalks are the largest intrusive bodies of basalts. So this is actually very easy, direct question. Very basic question actually, if I would say. Now, consider the following statement regarding continental lithosphere. So it is we need to know, find the correct statements. It consists of buoyant, low density crust and upper mantle. Yes. Part of lithosphere takes part in mantle convection process. Yes. Then its average thickness is about 150 kilometers. So option 1, 2, 3 are right. Option D is the correct answer. Critical temperature at which magnetic materials become non-magnetic is called as Curie point. Direct question, direct definition of Curie point has been provided. No other option is like there is nothing to get confused. If you know what is Curie point, you will get the answer. Which one of the following is not associated with subcast? So here, four options are there. Among this option, which one is not associated with subcast? So we know, well, you should know what is subcasts are. They are supratidal origin. They supratidal origin we get in the tidal environments or in the aeolian environments also we get subcasts. They are associated. We get the evaporate deposits in subcasts. Okay, so let's see the options to find out which one of the following is not associated with subcast. Level of groundwater table controls the land surface elevation. Yes, it is a right statement. It is associated with subcast. Tidal flood dominated by evaporates. Yes. Constant wind activity at the surface. Yeah, it can be possible. Subtidal environment. No, it is a supratidal environment. If it is subtidal environment, the terrain will be always below water. So it is not possible to form evaporates or precipitation will not be there. So though it is subka environment itself is supratidal. So the right option is D, which defines the which is not associated with subka, is option number D. Excuse me. Next one. Consider the following statements regarding graded river. So, so they have given the definitions of graded river, and they are asked us to find out the correct options regarding the graded river. So here, the statement number 1, it is characterized by necessary channel slope and shape to maintain minimum velocity required to transport sediment. Yes, it is a correct statement. It is characterized by a necessary channel slope and shape to maintain minimum velocity required to transport sediment. It is characterized by sandy sediment. No, it is not characterized by sandy sediments. Graded rivers are considered as channel equilibrium condition. Yes, they are considered as channel in equilibrium condition. Such river will not be affected by external disturbances. No, they will be affected by external disturbances like faulting across the channel. They will be affected. So the right options are 1 and 3 are the correct options regarding graded river channel. Now let's go to the next one. Consider the following consider the following statement regarding incised meander. Incised meander, it is we have to choose the correct statement. It is a depositional feature. No, it is a erosional feature. Represent a relative drop in base level. Yes, it represents drop in base level. It is generally flows in steep, narrow bedrock valley. Yes, it is associated with floodplains. No, it is not associated with floodplains. So the answer is correct options are 2 and 3. So the option will be B, will be the correct option. Very easy question actually. Next one is match the following list 1 and list 2. Considering, so this is about landforms and the geomorphic agents. Very easy. Blind valley is associated with groundwater. Then hanging valley is associated with glacier. Incised valley is associated with river. Loess is associated with wind. So the correct option will be option 2, A3, B4, C1 and D2. Right option is B. Next one is which one of the following materials show combination of recoverable elastic and permanent deformation analogous to the motion governed by friction block and spring connected in series. So the answer, it's not Bingham Kelvin, sorry, it is elastic plastic is the right answer for the question. Now the next one is the cube-shaped rock piece having one dimension of 2 meter was broken into 8 cubes having one dimension of 1 meter. What will be the change in surface area because of its mechanical weathering? So this is actually an easy question. So we know if it is a cube-shaped uh, cube-shaped rock piece and it has having dimension of 2 meter is one side was broken into 8 cubes. So we know you should know the surface area equation of a cube. Surface area is 2 meter is in the like one side. Then 6x square is the surface area value. You should understand the surface area value will be 6x square. So that will be 6 into 4, 6 into 2, 2 raised to 2. That will be the surface area value you have to calculate. Then after that, you should know, like when they divided into 8 different pieces of dimension 1, then this surface area of each piece will be 6, 6 into 1 square. That is 6 in, so total surface area will be 6 into 8. So what is the change that has happened will be this one has surface area of 24, this one has surface area of 48. So the surface area variation will be, surface area will be doubled. So this is actually not a mechanical weathering question. This is a normal mathematical question, we could say. If you know equation of surface area, it's easy to calculate what is the surface area of a cube with a 2 meter dimension. Then again it is divided into 8 cubes, small, each one with 1 meter. Calculate the surface area of that one. So we will get the answer. Now the next one is, in a basaltic terrain, which one of the following clay minerals will be present in low mean annual rainfall? So here you should know that when basalt undergo chemical weathering, which causes formation of what particular clay mineral. So we know the answer is smectite is the answer. The one that kyanite is a more felsic, which is associated with the feldspar weathering. Bauxite and gibbsite is not the answer. Smectite is the right answer. So, excuse me. Let's go to the next question. Match the following. They have given the linear strain, shear strain, uniaxial strain, pure strain definitions are provided. Match it out. So the option A, linear strain is the change in length parallel to the given coordinates. Then shear strain is change in shape by changes in angle. Uniaxial strain is characterized by having two of the principal stretches equal to 1. Then pure strain is principal axis of strain are constrained in orientation relative to reference coordination system. So the answer will be option number B, A2, B3, C1 and D4. Right option is option number B. So that was also, if you know the direct definitions are provided, easy question. Next one, folds in which hinge zones are completely detached from the limbs are called rootless folds. Direct, this is also the definition of rootless fold is being provided. Which one of the following statement regarding coal is not correct? Okay, so here this is bit not very easy, like a confusing question. So here they have asked something that is not correct. Peat represent the first stage in the formation of coal. That is correct. Lignite has high moisture content, which is also a correct option. Bituminous coal has low moisture. Yes, it has low moisture and high volatile content. So sometimes the definition is there are two different types of bituminous coal. The one that has high volatile content also, the one that has low volatile content also. So this is actually a correct option. Bituminous coal has high volatile content, but there are low volatile content. Bituminous coal is also there, and the side has low sulfur content. So that is also right option. So among these, the most appropriate answer is option number C. So Actually, all options are correct, but though bituminous coal can be high volatile and low volatile, option number C would be the correct answer. Excuse me. Okay. Next question. Consider the following statement regarding petroleum reservoir cap rock. Clay has low porosity. First of all, wrong. Clay has very high porosity and less permeability. They have asked for correct option, so this is wrong option. Most suitable reservoir rocks are sandstone and sandstone. Yeah, that is almost correct. Shale and clay are pervious. Cap rock cannot retain. They are not pervious cap rock. They are not pervious means permeable. Shale and clay are not permeable. They are porous, but they are not permeable. So the correct option is only 2 is the right option. Option number D is the correct answer. Next, this is also an easy question. If you read the question thoroughly, you will get the answer. Now, next one, which one of the match list 1 and match list 2 mineral deposit and the location. So here we know diamond is associated with Mahajavan, Madhya Pradesh. Then barite is Mangambeta, Andhra Pradesh. Bauxite is Amarkantak, Madhya Pradesh. Magnesite is Chalk Hills, Tamil Nadu. So the option will be B, A4, B2, C1, D3. Right option will be B. Pore water pressure at water table in an unconfined aquifer will be equal to atmospheric pressure. That's the definition of water table actually. Pore water pressure of water table in an unconfined aquifer will be always equal to atmospheric pressure. That particular level itself is what is called as the level up to when pore water pressure equals to water atmospheric pressure. It is called as water table. So that's an easy question, I would say. Now, the amount of water held in the soil after wetting and subsequent drainage has become negligibly small is called as, so the answer is wilting point. Direct, we know wilting point is when subsequent drainage is not possible. It's become negligibly small. So the answer is wilting point. Consider the following statements regarding effective porosity of rocks. So, and they have asked for the correct statement. Effective porosity is the porosity available for fluid flow. Yes, it is porosity available for fluid flow. Effective porosity arises due to interconnected pore spaces. Yes, it is arises due to interconnected pore spaces. If it is not, the terminal effective porosity is defined only to interconnected pore spaces. Now, for unconsolidated porous media, porosity and effective porosity always have different values. This is actually a wrong statement. If it is unconsolidated, then the porosity value will be almost equal to the effective porosity value. So the answer will be 1 and 2 will be the correct option. So the option A is the correct option. Now, consider the following statement regarding aquifer property. Hydraulic conductivity is a function of properties of porous medium and fluid passing through it. Intrinsic permeability is a function of the fluid passing through the porous medium only. Intrinsic permeability is a function of properties of porous medium. So we need to find the correct options. So first of all, you should know what is hydraulic conductivity and intrinsic permeability. Hydraulic conductivity is intrinsic permeability into density into acceleration due to gravity of fluid into the viscosity of fluid divided by viscosity of fluid. This is the equation of hydraulic conductivity. Hydraulic conductivity depends upon the property of the porous medium and the property of the fluid density, viscosity properties of the fluid passing through it. So the option number 1 is a correct option. Now then, intrinsic permeability. Intrinsic permeability Ki is defined as the shape coefficient into diameter of the pore space square. So this intrinsic permeability, it only depend upon the porous media. It does not have any relationship with the fluid passing through the porous media. So here option number 2 is intrinsic permeability is a function of fluid passing through the porous media. No, it is not the function of fluid passing through the porous media. Intrinsic permeability is the function of properties of porous media only. So that is the right option. So 1 and 3 are the correct option. Okay. So this is not a direct question. If you know what is hydraulic conductivity and intrinsic permeability, you will get the answer. Let's go to the next question.